Strangers in the night, exchanging glances. Strangers in the night, they take no chances. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-boo. Yada-da-da-da. Hey, Sheeps! First one in today. And I am Cancer Milkshakes. Haku's here. Galahad, X Crimson, Revax, Tristan, Duarte, Kristen, and local fuck up, Ali, and they went too fast. Ivory, Olive, Fresh TV. I just beat the rev out of my brush. Dang-a-dang! Rowan's back in. TS is here. Lust for Awesomeness. Dylan. RK952. Lord Yumcha. Bob Kirsty. Pennsylvania Cowboys fan for eternity. I'm a Cowboys fan too. Drawing with Cam, Tyron Woodley, Jason. Yeah, we're way early today. Actually, I'm surprised. Well, I shouldn't be surprised because, you know, it's always just hit or miss if YouTube is going to send out notifications. The reason I'm early is because I got some stuff to do now that he's out of school for the day because it's snowing like hell. So I wanted to get to stream with you guys for a little bit, so I figured I'll do it early because I'm not sure if I'll be back in time to do a later one or not. And got a copy of Comedy Night. Oh, isn't it fun, Mad Men? For any of you who don't know, Mad Men's talking about it. It's a game basically. You can get it through Steam, and Comedy Night is it's a collection of comedy clubs. And you go in and you set up a room. It's a comedy club style room, and you can go on stage and tell jokes. And I've done some live streams of it, and I want to do some more. And what I do is when we live stream them, I have you guys feed me jokes. The more fucked up, the better. And I tell them on the stage there. So that's what he's talking about. We got to do another one of those soon. And also the reason, I know in the rotation this is supposed to be a reaction video stream. The only reason I switched it up is because of this wet, heavy snow we're getting right now. The powers come on and off a couple times in the house. So if our stream gets killed by the power going off, I didn't want to have like a bunch of tabs lined up of videos to watch. I figure if we're going to be in a risky situation, it's better to do an anime chat where at least like when you guys put up a super chat or something, I see it and respond to it. Not a situation where I could have 30 videos lined up that you guys put up super chats for and then lose them all. So that's the only reason. That's the reason why we're early and why it's a anime chat. Plus, I love the anime chats. I'm getting into them more and more. It's giving me more jokes from my dark archive. That's true, too. I didn't think of it that way, Madman, because sometimes in Comedy Night, most of the people just go up there and kind of derp it along. But you do get some good jokes in there, too. I didn't even think about that. It'd be a good place to harvest as well. All right, now, favorite anime is Samurai Champloo. Man, we haven't talked about that one in ages. That got brought up to me a bunch of times, Sheeps, in live streams before, but I hadn't heard that name in a while. And Full Metal Alchemist. I'll bet you there's going to be a lot of Full Metal Alchemist support. The only reason I used the 4 pictures I did in the icon well, obviously, the ones that I either know the best or you guys have piqued my interest in the most in the with clips in the live streams. Because obviously, Dragon Ball and Naruto are the ones I have the best base of knowledge on. Of course, I still could have put Saitama in there, too. I didn't think of that. And you've really piqued my interest in Hunter x Hunter and One Piece. So that's why I put those in. Kabuto, the smug bastard. Eat your vegetables. So eat crippled kids? Oh, my big butt. Oh. That's probably wrong, right? To eat disabled kids? I mean, I look for guidance every so often. I'm thinking it would still be frowned upon in society. Yeah, for me, see, One Piece and Hunter x Hunter, Anime Freak, it's fun seeing, we've talked about this before in streams, but it was never like the topic of a stream, so I'm just curious to see what people come in with. One Piece, best anime, One Piece is way too long. It's funny, Theo, that's pretty much the most common criticism I hear of One Piece whenever we talk about that one, is that it just goes on too long. Now, when you guys, and I'm curious, let me read Tristan's and I'll catch your responses. For those of you who believe One Piece is too long, just from my understanding, do you mean it just is too many episodes, or it's gone on so long that the storytelling is dropping off? I'm just curious. I don't know about my favorite anime. I really like I forgot about Black Lagoon. Oh, Revy. Cowboy Bebop, Naruto, Samurai Champloo, Helsing and Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell we haven't talked about in a while either. That's right, too. I should have... Yeah. See, I should have... Okay, now you guys got me... I have regrets about my thumbnail now. I should have had Helsing. I should have had Alucard and Ceres up there, too. Shit. Madman says, I'm not calling my wife fat, but I do need an environmentally friendly light for my fridge. That's a good one. I never heard that one before. That's pretty good. Favorite part about boiling vegetables, wheelchairs float. Oh. Yeah. The Madman was hanging out in the comedy club. Comedy night. Those are good. That first one was really good. See, I'm not going to remember it. I'm not calling my wife fat, but I do need an environmentally friendly fridge light. That's pretty good. That one's original. Both. Let's see. Okay, that's why I was curious if you guys were saying that the storytelling dropped off or it was just too many episodes, but everybody's saying, for those who feel that way, everybody's saying both. Too many episodes, Dhruv says. Gintama, yep, that one gets mentioned a lot. It's just fun seeing the names. I like seeing the names that come up the most. Both. Lord Yamcha says. Kristen says Naruto. Berserk, yeah, I knew Berserk could get mentioned. Death Note. Now, I like Death Note. You guys know we got about halfway through it before Riff went belly up. I really like Death Note, but I'm surprised to see that make somebody's top. Make it the top of somebody's list. It seems like most everybody likes Death Note, but you rarely see it at the very top, so that's kind of cool. Yu, it doesn't surprise me that Yu's on there. Yep. FMA, like I say, I knew that would get coverage. Slap on Titan. Berserker, Death Note. It's cool to see that Death Note is on the top for some of you guys. Superhero Pro Wrestlers, Iron Fury. Kinnikuman? I never heard of that one. Yeah, Superhero Pro Wrestlers I'd be into. Maz says, can't say what my all-time favorite, since there's all kinds of anime. True, I know that, and I cop out with that all the time. Well, it's not a cop out, it's honesty. I don't, there gets to be a point where I don't know how to make a good decision between them. I mean, if you're really enjoying something at a high level, how do you put one over the other? Comedy, action, etc. But at the moment, I'm really into Overlord. Now, I will say this. Overlord, well, JoJo, there it is. I knew somebody would say JoJo. I've said this before. Well, you guys who were with me on the stream saw it. Overlord was an anime that a lot of them, like One Piece and stuff, I liked the clips right from the start. But the more I got to learn about it, the more I enjoyed it. For some reason, Overlord immediately piqued my interest. There was just, I couldn't even tell you why. I really liked the visuals. I liked the fights. Just immediately from square one, it was like, okay, this one I would like. And I can't tell you for sure why. Pennsylvania Cowboy Saint for Eternity says, what did the boy with no arms get for Christmas? I don't know. He couldn't open it. Jesus Christ. I heard that one before either. Spaz Kid. What did the boy with no arms get for Christmas? I don't know. He couldn't open it. Spaz Kid just went, oh. It was like you punched him in the gut. I recommend Erased, FMA Brotherhood, and Parasite. Parasite, I've never seen anything of, and that's been mentioned a couple times, Madman. I had forgotten about that. And Camille says at the same time, Parasite is great. We had Parasite mentioned because I remember the name, but again, I've never seen any of it. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything as we're going. Boku no Pico. Mysterious God, you knew somebody was going to put that one up there at the top. This is fun. I enjoy this. What the blind deaf kid get for Christmas? Cancer. Jesus Christ. You guys are rays of sunshine today. I'm so glad I guys took the time to sit down and stream. Samurai Champloo. Wow. Now, that's the biggest surprise so far. I don't know anything about Samurai Champloo. Don't get me wrong. I'm not insulting. I'm just saying I didn't think that would be at the top of so many people's lists. So, Cancer Robot. That was brutal. Oh, the weather here is this snow. We're getting this late season snowstorm. It's so goddamn heavy. Trees are just falling everywhere. Lines are down. Like I say, and again, I'll mention again as people are coming in, if the stream suddenly ends, I just lost power, so I don't want you to think I just bailed on you guys. If it does it once, I'll restart. If it keeps doing it, I'll just let it go for the day. But just in case, if it just does up and dies, it's just because I lost power again. Ma says, guilty pleasure anime is definitely Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Okay, now you guys are getting me. I got to start looking up some of the just the wiki pages, even on some of these. You guys got me really. Fairy Tail? I was interested to see if Fairy Tail would come up as anybody's favorite. Because again, that's one of the ones. Fairy Tail and Bleach are the two that always amaze me. How many people really like them and how many people really hate them. And again, I don't know. I've not watched them. So, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I just want to read about this a little bit. The series began serialization. Okay, we know that. As office worker Kobayashi gets ready for work, she's greeted by a large dragon right outside her front door. The dragon immediately transforms into a young human female in a maid outfit and introduces herself as Toru. It turns out that during a drunken excursion in the mountains the night before, Kobayashi had encountered the dragon, claims to have come from another world. God damn, they're good with stories. See, I said this yesterday, and to me, anyway, I think it bears repeating. Hollywood complains all the time. Hollywood as an entity that everything's been done. They'll tell you that. If they, whenever the criticism is, why do you just keep doing remakes? Well, why is it all sequels and remakes? Well, everything's been done. Well, guess what? Anime has so many widely different plot lines and cool little twists on classic ones. It basically just, to me, it says that the Hollywood community is way fucking lazier than the Japanese community. That's all I can figure, because it seems like the Japanese don't have trouble with coming up with really cool new twists. I mean, just reading that synopsis is like, yep, that's fun. Homer Simpson says, you would die a regretful and unfulfilling life if you don't watch One Piece and Hunter x Hunter while alive. I would not debate that with you at all, Homer. And you hit the two right on the head that I would have filled into that blank. If you were going to say, I'm going to consider, like Pervy Sage before everything worked out at the end, when he was lamenting his life and the things he didn't accomplish. If I was having that lament about anime and I was going to list the ones that were going to make me sad if I didn't see them, you hit them right on the head. Those are, at least at this point, from what you guys have shown me, it's clearly One Piece and Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, I couldn't agree with that more. And when you're a giant fat man and you like red meat, it's kind of important that you get watching, like, quickly. Fairy Tail is trash, and if you disagree, you're wrong. See, and Prism, I mean, he makes a good point, though. It's funny how Fairy Tail and Bleach have that. It seems like very few people are like, meh about them. It's always either, man, that's one of the best anime, or fuck that stuff. That's interesting to me. Samurai Champloo and Terra No Resonance is loved because they're by the creator of Cowboy Bebop. Oh, okay. The storytelling is an A+ because of their subtlety. See, that's cool because, well, you guys know, you guys watch with me all the time. You know I'm geeked out for good storytelling, and I like subtlety in the storytelling. The scene I always go back to is Naruto learning of Kakashi's death. I love that kind of subtle drama. That was really well done. Okay, Samurai Champloo. And I know Cowboy Bebop, for the most part, just... And from the feedback I get from you guys, is like hailed as legend. Again, it was said again yesterday that, and I've heard it said on a number of occasions, that you can't consider yourself an anime fan unless you've seen Bebop. And I've had people say that to me a bunch of times. I was doing a girl the other day and she gave me AIDS. First of all, where does a 9-year-old get AIDS? Oh, goddamn. I think my sister has been in the wrong crowd. Holy shit, man. We gotta do another comedy night stream. I'll try and get one set up. But I gotta figure out when Madmint can be here, because if we get Madmint here, if we get Madmint here and Popo and oh God, all you guys who keep hitting me with so many jokes. Oh, Blazing Snake. Listen, if you meant to attach a message to that, I'll watch for your screen name. I know that's easy to do. People sometimes go to put up the super chats, and then the message doesn't get attached, and I hate somebody pay for it twice. I'm going to look for your screen name. I don't want you to have to pay to get a message to me twice. Blazing Snake. I'm going to remind me, guys, to watch for his message. Best 2000s movies? Movie Finding Negro. Oh, my big butt. God damn. I missed that one. I missed it, and we couldn't find him. Never mind. It wasn't that funny. I just want to see. I just want to check for snakes, make sure. Yeah, I just want to make sure I don't miss that. I hate when that happens to people, and it happens a lot. That they'll put up a super chat and the message doesn't get attached to it. Now, if you were just throwing it up for a donation, I appreciate that too, and thank you. But if you meant to get one, get a message in there. I'll watch for it. Yassine, hey, good to see you again, pal. Hunter x Hunter is good, but the hiatus is brutal. No real end to the story in the anime. Really? Complete story, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the way to go. Okay, here's... let me get to these, and I got another question for you guys. And what Yassine said here made me think of something else, too, as far as what to watch. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, boy, that doesn't surprise me that one's got a lot of people on top with it. I'm still looking for a snake guy, guys. I haven't seen him again. Okay. Madman, I think it's a matter of what you're after. If you want good storytelling and writing, you'll hate Bleach and Fairy Tail after a while. Fights are good. That, yeah, I get that because it's funny you say that, Madman, because, again, you guys are the ones who show me the clips, so you're with me all the time. That's what struck me the most about both of them, because every time, and I know I get repetitive, but I just say what comes to mind, and unfortunately the same thing comes to mind a lot. But watching clips of both those, the most common words out of my mouth were, wow, these fights are fucking epic. So I get that. Well, in Fairy Tail, there was a lot of comments about titties, too. Both of them, to be fair. But, yes, especially in Bleach, the fights were ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm keeping an eye out for snakes, too. I'm keeping an eye out for snakes. Sounds like we're in the wilderness. But, yes, I love well-written stuff. Gintama, best comedy, foreshadowing, and action. The little bit I've seen of it, Thomas, I love the comedic elements of Gintama, yeah. The gang has shown me a bunch of funny clips that even stand alone without any real, background on the characters are funny as hell. FMA Brotherhood. Psychopaths. I think somebody, we talked about that one before, didn't we? Welcome to the NHK and Death Note. I'm glad to see Death Note getting that much support. I know most everybody likes it, but I didn't think on a lot of people's lists it would be near the top like this. That's cool. I kind of like that. Two of the saddest and shortest, make anything correct. Clannad. That came up a lot yesterday, Gabriel. Everybody was talking about Clannad. Clannad After Story. Anohana? That one I don't know. The hentai contest. Oh, fuck. We might not be back in time for... Well, maybe we will. I forgot about the goddamn hentai contest. Brax, if we get back in time, don't let me forget about the hentai contest.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, I forgot about that today.
I forgot that too.
Anime actually isn't very original. You don't think so, Prism? Many series steal a lot from one another. For instance, Black Clover's main protag has Naruto's exact background. Really? See, but what impresses me, though, Prism, and you, again, I'm not questioning you guys, because I know Prism knows way more about anime than I do. It's not even close. But what impresses me, I guess, is like what just happened there. I get a new anime name, you go to Wiki and you read the synopsis, and it's like, holy shit, what a cool idea. But I guess that's true, too. I guess without seeing it within there, I guess there could be a lot of, if not outright plagiarism, enough of similarities to others to make somebody uncomfortable. I guess I could see that. It just seems like the synopses for these are just so wildly different. Hey, I'm funny a little. No, I think you've been hilarious so far today, Big Butt. Gintama is the funniest anime that's ever been made. The awesome thing about it is the fights are equally amazing. You should. Actually, Mr. Emil, I've seen several on the Boy, I'm spitting it out well today, aren't I, guys? Spitting hot fire. On the reaction video streams, I've had a lot of Gintama clips recommended to me, and yeah, the humor is awesome. As a matter of fact, one of the last times we were watching, remember, guys, we had a couple of the openings, and somebody recommended a couple clips as well. That's when it really started dawning on me, because all the anime, obviously, all entertainment typically will have comedy relief. That's when it started dawning on me that this Gintama is focused on comedy, which I like. I mean, in Gintama, you could already see where it isn't just part of the story. It's crucial to the story, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Let's see. Hold on, let me make sure I'm caught up here. So I get that, Mr. Emil. I believe that. See episode once. No, I skipped Jeremiah because those were the fillers. 170, 171. So I went to 172. What I did was I take it because I want to circle back and watch the fillers, but I get curious, so I just take a couple quick peeks. Like I'll put the video up and I'll just hit a couple of points through the video and see what's going on. I see those fillers revert back to when they were kids again, so I thought that was interesting. But yeah, I went right to 172 today, so I'm getting Payne's backstory. One Piece, best hentai, Bao Chikawawa. Wolfie, it's funny because Bao Chikawawa, the phrase has been around forever, but now I'll never hear it in any voice other than that of Red versus Blue anymore. Every time that's written, said, that's how I hear it. Madness says, I'm in your Discord. Name's Finchy. Let me know and I can join your comment room. Oh, cool. I got to make a note of that, though, Madman, because, again, you know my memory. So, Madman. Let me put it up here. Madman. Yep. As soon as I get a pen that writes. I got 87 pens on here. I'm probably not a goddamn one of them will write. Mad Mint equals Finchy. Finchy on Discord. Okay. Because if I don't write it down, I know me. Oh, I got to go into Discord too and see if anybody else has come in that needs to be let into the Roha 1K section. Or Rauha 1K section. I know me. I'll see the name Finchy and go, oh shit, who just told me that that this is their identity on here? So I have to write everything down. Yeah, JoJo looks interesting too. I haven't seen as many clips of JoJo as I have the others, but I know it's got a lot of respect. Death Note, Gregory, I got about halfway through it. We were watching it all together on Rift TV, and then Rift TV went tits up. The site went down. It's not available anymore, so I got to find a new way to finish it. But I have seen halfway through, and it was awesome. Fantastic storytelling. Tristan says, not trying to ride Bebop's dick. I'm just fascinated by its reputation. Its reputation, just judging by you guys, is phenomenal. IMDb actually holds Bebop as the #1 anime of all time. Really? I know, like I said, Tristan, I think the biggest praise it gets, and I couldn't tell you how many times I've heard this from people. People will always tell me, and it came in just yesterday, somebody said it again, you can't consider yourself an anime fan unless you've seen Bebop. And I've heard that a bunch of times. Oh, the upload. Oh shit, it's 11:06. Let me sneak out of here real quick, guys. I was gonna ask you guys to remind me to make the upload available. It'll only take me a minute. Hold on, let me do that real quick, and I'll get right back to the comments. Oh, thank you guys. I meant to ask you guys to remind me. Of course, this is probably bad timing because now we're having this lively chat, and everybody will just leave the chat to go watch the video. No, I don't mind. I shouldn't even say that. I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable doing it. I don't mind that. All right, let me make sure I got the right one here. That would be the worst if I ever put the wrong video up in the wrong order. All right, there. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay, video for today is live. Thank you guys as well for reminding me. I appreciate that. All right, now we get right back to it. FMA Brotherhood has great writing and action. Plot keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's also funny and sad. I think, Don, it's looking like so far, I think FMA Brotherhood has as many mentions in here as anything else, and that doesn't surprise me just from what you guys have said. Thomas says, Gintama actually gets really deep and has incredible action scenes. You should eventually react to some Gintoki... We have a couple times, Thomas, not on the channel. We have to do them on the live streams. Because the Japanese companies, the unfortunate thing is, even when you do things within fair use and within our copyright laws, and you guys see this because this is exactly what happens to the Team 4-star, they've come to the realization that they don't like U.S. copyright laws. We all know that. So what they do is, even if they know something's within fair use, they file strikes against it because they know I'll file a counterclaim, or the uploader will file a counterclaim, will win, but that means for 2 weeks they can take the video down. So it just makes it, they know what they're doing. They're trying to make it impossible to use that fair use and share things with people. So that's why we have to watch them during the live streams. But I have seen some Gintoki verses. As a matter of fact, several times they've been recommended to me. Okay, hold on. If I miss this, I've got another page open. Okay, nope, we're still good. Cowboys fan says, I know you're not taking video requests, but you should watch the horribly... I've seen it. That's it. It's I swear to you, Cowboys fan, I was about to say the exact same words you finished. That's why I laughed in the middle of my sentence. I was going to say, I've seen it, and it's fucking hysterical. It's so goddamn fun. It was almost a watch it by accident thing. It got, when we first started doing reaction videos, it got requested. And so one day I was going through and I was looking for videos to react to. And I clicked on it, and what I would do is I just check out bits and pieces of a video, see if it seemed like something that I wanted to watch in a reaction. Well, I started watching it before I knew it. What was it? It's like a half an hour or something, I think it was, before I realized I watched the whole goddamn thing on my own. I'm like, oh, crap. And I don't like doing that. I don't like pretending that something's a reaction video if I've already seen it. I was like, fuck, people are going to be mad. And I don't blame them. Some people were irritated with me because it got requested a bunch. I said, oh, yeah, I'll watch that. And like a doofus, I watched it on my own. But yeah, I haven't watched it in some time. That was when we very first started these. Madman says, Black Clover was made as a screw you to shonen. The writer had a good manga series that got canceled, so he made Black Clover as a way of saying, you want basic shonen? Here you go. The sad part is it took off. Really? Hold on. I got to catch up on the comments, but I want to open this in the window. I want to see some more about that one. I'm going to open Black Clover's wiki page, okay? And then I'll get back to it as soon as I catch up here. Attack on Titan, that's one that I wouldn't have to be persuaded to watch because I love Slap on Titan. Fairy Tail is a masterpiece compared to Evangelion. Isn't that how I determine it? Or you guys told me it's pronounced? Evangelion. Oh, we put Christian symbolism everywhere and our characters are idiots. Also, our main characters are rapists. God damn, really? See, I know very little about... I do know this, Maz. A lot of times when people say something about Evangelion to me, it's kind of like, even in the chat, you get the fact that it's kind of like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge type thing. So I figured something was up with it. Just by the way people react to it when you say Evangelion, it's just like, not as over the top, but like somebody will say, hey, watch Boku no Pico. And everybody's like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And that's that. I got that same kind of vibe with that, Evangelion. Joe says, you got to be kidding me. Normally I have half an hour left to work when the stream starts. Now it's 2. I apologize, Joe. Spaz Kid and I are going to be gone in a little while, and so I had to start way early today because I'm not sure if we're going to get home in time to, excuse me, to stream later. But I forgot about the whole thing going on at the Discord today. It starts at 4 my time, right, guys? Shit. If it were 6, we'd probably be back. Death Note is good in mind game. Oh, I love Death Note, Joe. I want to finish that. And Attack on Titan is amazing in story, characters, voice actors. Yeah, Attack on Titan, again, would be easy to get me to watch because I love Slap on Titan. And the characters in there are just amazing to me. I like the characters a lot. And I just like the whole concept. I like the whole thing with the Titans. I think... Maybe because it goes back to my childhood, because the Titans strike me at almost the way that monster movies from my era did. You know, just big and imposing and breaking down the walls to get to the... that was the concept back in my day, the Godzilla King Kong concept. So I think that's one of the reasons why I like that. Attack on Titan sucks. Where did Naruto at? I just made it live, Wolfie. I just made it live. It should be up there now if you guys want to go see it. I apologize, guys, for being late. I meant to ask you guys at the top of the... stream to remind me, but fortunately you did, because I completely forgot to ask you to do it. Let's see. Prism says, not to be bandwagon, but My Hero Academia is great. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood 2. Yeah, the FMAB doesn't surprise me. I gotta admit, I thought there was going to be a lot of support for that. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you guys. Hold on, let me catch up a little, because I want to make sure I see your responses to this when I ask you. Death Note is on Netflix. Yeah. The problem, pal, is that's where I watch it, is on Netflix. But when Riff was open, I know a lot of you guys don't even know anything about Riff TV, but when Riff was open, it was a place where we could watch the videos together. And Riff would put a timer in the corner, and you could sync up and watch with me. That's what we're doing it on Netflix. And so now that's closed, so I got to find another way to do it and still stay within copyrights. Have you seen Code Geass? You can react to this too. No, I saw a little bit of the abridged, but I haven't seen the actual series. And yes, I knew what you meant, just Paul. I know it just auto-corrected you to Code Glass. I knew what you meant. Code Geass. Again, Code Geass is another one that you never hear you never hear anything bad about, yeah, Big Mac Jack. Well, of course, goddamn autocorrect thinks it's so smart anyway. Well, we didn't mean glass. We meant Gias. Autocorrect. Bitch. Wolfie, you suck. That's the only possible response when you shit on AOT. Wow, I've said this over and over. One of the reasons I just love these streams so much is just, you can't get a more fun family community element that we have here in these streams, especially now that we've all gotten to know each other a little bit. I mean, as much as you can through the internet, as much as you can know people virtually, and just the conversations, the ball busting that goes on. I just so happy. You guys make me happy. Corey in the house beats anime. Put your pants on. Oh, you guys are funny. Black Clover is so bad it makes me want to vomit. Really, Grimmelkin? Really? This show, do you remember when she did Shikamaru and Tamari fight in 2 parts? Trying to do all anime like that because it will get struck. You have to remember that when I did that, the source material was on YouTube. Makes all the difference in the world when you have to defend yourself against copyright claims. To watch the series the way I do it is the only way. And trust me, I've already had to defend it. And the reason that I'm able to successfully defend it is because of the way I do it. But it's a whole different story when your source material is directly from YouTube. Fairy Tail was pretty funny and exciting initially, but later became inconsistent. I've heard that a lot. I'm probably going to pronounce it. Ulas? Is that close? Especially during the finale. A lot of plot holes and a bit rushed. Now that, in a nutshell, that's well articulated. What Ulas just said, that is a perfect capsulization of what I hear about Fairy Tail quite a bit. Is that it started out great, and then it ran on, and I know a lot of people were angry about the finale. I've heard that over and over, that they were pissed off at the way it ended. FMA Edwards, hilarious tantrums being called short. I see, Full Metal Alchemist, Cowboys fan, is fascinating to me. God damn, there's so many I want to watch. I'm never going to get to all of them. Maybe, though, when I start doing those, I hope when I can, and that's what I was going to ask you guys, is about a good video, a good series to do review videos on. And when I catch up a little, I'll ask you guys. Evangelion is what happens when a hipster anime director does way too many drugs and has a psychotic break. My hate boner for Evangelion is legendary. That's good, Mas. You feel about that series pretty much the same way I feel about Kabuto. Main protagonist of Black Clover screams every episode. Not joking. He's held as the most annoyingly voiced protagonist. Really? That would be funny just to see in and of itself, though. I was one of the few people who actually liked and didn't get too tired of Naruto's catchphrase there of believe it. For some reason, that kept making me laugh. I also love Studio Ghibli films. Studio Ghibli? What is that one? I'll have to look that one up next, too. And I've got it. Hold on. I want to check that page I had open. Black Clover. Asta and Yuno are orphans who were raised together from birth after being abandoned at a church orphanage on the outskirts of Clover Kingdom at the same time. In a world where everyone has a natural ability to perform a kind of magic or a magical power. Asta is the only person born without any, leading him to train physically as compensation. Conversely, Yuno was born as a prodigy with immense magical power and the talent to control it. When they are 15, Asta and Yuno are granted the ability to become wizards known as the Magic Knights. Wow. Sounds pretty... See, those plot lines sound great. They really do. Studio Ghibli. Oh, okay, so that's... let's see, Japanese animation film studio. Wow, 8 of Studio Ghibli's films are among the 15 highest-grossing anime films made in Japan. Holy shit! Won Academy Awards. Wow, sounds like a good call, pal. Simi, sounds like they've got quite a legendary footprint in the business. Read my non-super chat comment below. Okay, sheeps. Oh, here we go. Full Metal Alchemist is special to me. My dad passed away when I was around Edward Elric's age, so it's just been me and my mother since then. It felt so relatable to watch Ed and Al struggle. That's, oh man, that's sad. I mean, not awesome. That's a horrible word to put. I think it's comforting. I don't want to say awesome. It's comforting when you can find any form of entertainment that actually helps in a time of crisis, and I think it happens a lot. So in that respect, it can really. I know exactly what you're saying, Chiefs. I'm not speaking my mind well here. It's really cool to have that, and I don't think it ever leaves you. When you found something that can make you at least a little bit happy in times of crisis, I don't think it ever leaves you. It always has a spot in your mind and in your heart that never goes away. Let's see. Soda Moose says, Cowboy Bebop is a great one to check out if you haven't already. If nothing else, it features a character with big boobs, so there's that. That's always a big plus for me, Soda Moose. You said big boobs, and I'm like, what? But yes, we're talking earlier, Cowboy Bebop, again, the most common comment I get about Cowboy Bebop is you can't consider yourself an anime fan until you've seen that one. Which to me, that comes from people whose opinions I really respect, so it tells you a lot about it. Okay, we're almost caught up here. Prism says, Naruto accidentally just has a speech impediment. Added noise of Dadabayu in Japanese. The anime translates better to adding to sentences. Oh, okay. Is that what that's how it came? So Believe It was actually kind of like, I see it didn't. I know it drove some people nuts, and I could completely understand why that would. But it made me laugh. I don't know, but I'm simple as fuck. You guys know that. Hey, well, I'm caught up a little. I want to ask you guys something now. When I get a chance and I want to make some review videos, now what those are going to be is where I take an anime, watch a couple episodes, and then record a review video reviewing those episodes. As I'm doing it, I can have my little TV on the screen like I always do. I can have my little TV there, and I can play short clips to illustrate the points I'm talking about. So basically, you'll have little clips of the highlighted moments from my review. First of all, does that sound like fun to you guys? And if so, what is a good anime to start with in the respect that the anime should be good and have it be a relatively short one? So it's one that we could do in entirety and see how everybody reacted to that format. If all that made any sense. So I'm going to watch. I want to see the responses to that. Yes, that would be fun. Cool. I'm glad you all like it. You didn't get a notification, Cesaro? Yeah, well, that figures. Good old YouTube. Let's see what everybody says about Yu Yu Hakusho. That one I've got, on a list. Oh, it's not super short. Overlord. I wonder how short is Overlord? Boku no Pico. I knew somebody was going to say that. Yu Yu? Boku no Pico? Stop it, Simi. Be good. Death Ray. Overlord is... Oh, Overlord's 13 episodes? That might be a good... Oh, Prison School? Yeah, and see, you know what, too? I didn't think of until actually Nuna just said do Prison School 12 episodes has boobs. You know what, too, though, and that just dawned on me when he said that would allow us to watch the racier ones because I just wouldn't highlight the ones where the titties are flapping in the breeze. So, I don't know, Overlord is kind of, I didn't realize Overlord was that brief. That might be the perfect one for it. What'd you guys say? It just has, like, in the teens episodes? Overlord because that way it'll give me a good series to try out in that format. Overlord's second season is ongoing, so it has more than 13 episodes. Oh, but we could do a season of it anyway, though, right, mods? And just get an idea if everybody liked doing it or not. That would be fun. Drifters, Kaylee? I don't think I've heard of that one. My Hero Academia. Tokyo Ghoul. How long is Tokyo Ghoul? I know a lot of people really like Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, that's what somebody's saying. It's only 13 episodes, but we could watch the first season of it. See, that would be fun for me. I'm going to try and do a different configuration here for those two on my channel to where I can use my good camera. I'm hoping my computer will accept the video from it fast enough. Then it would make, I don't want to get all the details, but it would make doing those videos a lot easier and a lot more fluid for all of us, too. King Sidbad. Not sure if it's a good idea, but maybe you could react to shorter animes that are like 12 episodes in between the transition from the longer series. Well, what I'm thinking, King Sinbad, is, again, the problem I have is most of the anime I can't react to the way I do Naruto, because even though it's fair use, most of them have Japanese companies that will just go out of their way to just make life hell for you. They know they can't stop you from doing it because they're familiar with what U.S. laws are, but they just constantly file copyright strikes, basically to try and wear you down and get you to stop reacting to their stuff. Basically the same thing that happened to TFS with Dragon Ball, that type of thing. But yes, King Sinbad, the review videos I'm talking about, those I could do in concert with, like you say, the longer series like Naruto that I'm working on. That we could do. And I still have to check, but as near as I can tell, I had them written down, there's a good chance that Cowboy Bebop and Yu Yu Hakusho I might be able to do entire episodes of with reaction videos with it right on screen. I still have to check it out, but it seems like that's been done enough to assume that it's safe. Prism says Samurai Flamenco has 24 episodes. Weird comedy though. Well, Prism, you've been with us a long time. You know, weird comedy is that's a starter for me. I love weird comedy. Soul Eater. Oh, I haven't heard Soul Eater mentioned in quite a while. R.I.P. TFS. Yeah, and I think that's had a lot to do with it too, Johnny. I think, which you can't blame them. I think they just got tired of the fights. And look at I mean, you guys know that whole history between Toei and TFS now. Toei knows goddamn well that what they're doing is within American copyright law because they contested them on it. So they, instead of just saying, okay, well, that's your laws, whatever, they just come through and they constantly take their videos down so they can have them down for 2 weeks, while TFS would file the counterclaim, which of course would get upheld, and the Japanese companies have figured out, hey, that's what we'll do. We'll just make it miserable for them to get around the American laws. Now, some of them will do, and we've even had this happen, which I completely understand. Just on a few of our Dragon Ball videos, TV Tokyo has blocked them in every country but the US and Canada, which, again, there's nothing I can do about that because I only know American copyright law, so I can't fight on grounds of other countries. But that seems a more reasonable response if you have a specific scene or, you know, a specific thing that you just didn't really want out there outside of where I know that I can do it legally. I mean, that seemed like a more reasoned response. Madmint says, want a good audiobook series to listen to? Dresden Files, voice acted by Spike of Buffy. Really? Buffy the Vampire Slayer? About an openly practicing wizard in Chicago. Really? I have never in my life listened to an audiobook. Not avoiding it. I've either read a book or watched a movie. I've never sat down and listened to an audiobook. That might be certainly something that I might be able to do because, again, with time frame being my big thing, if all I have to do is listen, there's a lot of different things I do during the day where I might be able to do that. What is considered a short anime for you? Well, what I was thinking, Yasin, for a test run on these review videos, you know, if there was something in the anywhere from teens to maybe 30 episodes, something like that. Let's see. Hell no for reviews. Why is that, Vishal? I'm just curious. Why would somebody be against that? Because maybe it'll give me a better idea of how people feel about things. Devilman Crybaby would be good. It's only 10 episodes. Oh, somebody mentioned that series yesterday. That's one we could do then too. Let me write that down because did I write it down yesterday? This is my note. Devilman Crybaby. I did, I think. Right here. Yep, I got it already. Devilman Crybaby on Netflix. Already got it written down. Okay. Nagato's childhood was rough and unfortunate. Oh, yeah, I see that, Jeremiah, early on. See, but the thing that makes it tough I don't have to tell you guys this. You know this better than I do. The thing that makes it tough in Dragon Ball, though, is the curve. As far as having a difficult or tortured childhood, in Dragon Ball, you're on such a steep curve to begin with because it seems like everybody's goddamn childhood was brutal. So, yes, Nagato's, and it really punched at my feelings. And then, wasn't bad enough that another kid gets to watch his parents get killed, but then his dog, too? That was uncalled for, stomping on somebody's feels like that. Avoid the Netflix remake of Death Note. You mean, Poppy? You mean the live action one? That holds no interest for me. I'm with you, and I didn't even watch any of it. It was like immediately drawn to the animated version. Yeah, I get you there. Sotomu says maybe watch the movie Akira. At least in your spare time. It's one of my favorite anime movies. It's graphic as hell, though. I think, guys, you guys mentioned that to me before, didn't you? Akira movie? That name sounds familiar, too. Again, I just wish my memory worked once in a while. I think that was mentioned to me. I might have even... I'll have to check it, because I might have even looked up info on that one, Soda Moose. I think... Let me see something. I'm going to quick pop up another Chrome window here. I thought I... Yes, I did. That's all I did. I haven't seen any. I did look that up because I remember the poster here. So somebody must have mentioned it to me. Post-apocalyptic science fiction films. That's right, because somebody mentioned it to me. A dystopian cyberpunk theme, 2019. Akira tells the story of Shotaro Kaneda, a leader of a local biker gang. Yep, I did read about that. Somebody recommended it to me now. Now that I see it, I remember, because Rauha is also post-apocalyptic. So they said you might want to check that out. So yes, I had looked that up. And when it was mentioned to me before, it came with a glowing review. Madman, I've never listened to an audiobook before, but I've got through 8 of the Dresden films in a month. I listened during work. That's cool. The main character is hilarious. Much more badass than Harry Potter. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Madman. I never even really thought about, an audiobook. But that's something that certainly would have a better chance of fitting into my schedule, because as you guys know, my biggest enemy in life is time. Well, time because I'm old, but I mean time from day to day, not just that kind of time. Maz says Akira is like the Hulk. It's like the Hogan versus Andre of anime. Not that great, but is a landmark in anime history. That's a good analogy. That's a really good analogy Maz makes, just because Hogan and Andre, if you looked at that as just a match, if you just went in from every technical aspect of the business of pro wrestling, Andre was so old by then and so limited in what he could do, and Hulk Hogan's whole life in the ring was so limited in what he can do, the match was really not good, but it was just so epic and so legendary in the storytelling that it deservedly will live on forever. So that's actually a really good analogy, because yeah, it was... Again, if you took that match in a vacuum and watched it, you'd go, "What the fuck? I want to do something. Can I go watch porn?" Because it was, porn would be preferable to most anything. Can I go watch Kabuto? You'd say something like that, because the match itself wasn't good. What was good was the storytelling behind it. One Punch Man is a good short anime. I've seen it all, Yasin. That was back when we had Riff was still running. We watched all of One Punch Man. And yes, it was a wildly good short anime. I can't wait for the next season of that to come out. Yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Saitama could be my favorite superhero now. I've said that before. I love everything about that guy. Just even if nothing, it's just the expressionlessness of him. Prism, I'm heading out. Oh, I'll just leave you with this. Though it isn't an anime, Avatar: The Last Airbender is easily one of the best stories of all time. 15 out of 10. You're not alone there either, Luminary. I've had a few people actually coming to me in between Patreon and private messages saying that you got to see The Last Airbender. And I've seen little bits and pieces of it, because Spaz Kid used to be into it. I showed you guys the other day. I don't know who was in here, but the other day I showed a picture from the year Spaz Kid went as Aang for Halloween. So yeah, you there's a lot of support for that. I wouldn't mind watching that one at all. If nothing else, again, Spaz Kid was just so into that for quite a while. A Silent Voice is a really amazing anime movie, Big Mac. That one I don't think has been brought up before. I'm gonna have to get myself more, or I'm gonna have to organize these notes better. Why? Well, my pen's not right. It's got to be me, because it's every pen I have. A Silent Voice. Yeah, that's all. I got all these anime that I can't wait to see, And I figure I'm going to die before I get to see them all. And now I'm going to get anime movies on my list, too. At least for whatever time I got left. I got plenty to do. Okay, caught that one. Have you already seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? No, no. Well, I know that it probably came up while I was... Your post probably came up while I was talking about that. I've just seen bits and pieces of it from when Spaz Kid was into it. But no, I haven't seen it in totality at all. Or hardly at all. I knew... I still remember Aang, of course. There was a point where I knew all the character names and stuff. But that's about it. And that was just from, watching with Spaz Kid. Let me see. King Sim, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it yesterday, but Zankyu no Terror is only 11 episodes. Yes, I remember that being mentioned. Some other short ones, Death Parade, Black Bullet, Samurai Champloo is short too? Shit. So that's what... I'm just debating right off the top of my head here. So, well, what do you guys think of... Because now Samurai Champloo would be a good one too, but I should probably watch... Knowing that's by the same person, I would think it'd probably be good to watch Bebop first before I do Samurai Champloo. What do you guys think in general about Overlord? Because that's the one I had noted to try as the first review style videos. What do you guys think of Overlord? Those of you who have seen it. Have I seen Future Diary? No, JJ. I'm not sure what that one is. Rurouni Kenshin Samurai. It's only... I had never heard of that one either, Rowan. Oh my god, there's so much anime out there. I can't... Holy shit. Did anyone else nut when Kakashi saved Haruka? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, Big Butt. Yeah. For the most... That scene when Pain's staff just all of a sudden stops and the camera pulls back and you see who did it. Yep. That was a splooge moment for me. If you think Naruto and Dragon Ball's backstories are rough, watch One Piece and you'll be depressed for at least a week. Well, it's funny, Mfasi. The gang has been showing me One Piece clips in the live streams, and I know that Nico Robin's backstory, I've said even without having a lot of background or a lot of context on the characters, that's one of the most brutal things I've watched in anime in my short anime life here, in anime so far. I mean, granted, there's a lot of equally tough moments in Naruto and certainly like Vegeta's sacrifice in Dragon Ball. But goddamn, for that whole thing with Nico Robin to hit me that hard when I didn't even have that good a knowledge of the character, that's brutal. That her adopted mom there, that whole thing. Whoa. And again, you guys know that's what gets to me is when bad shit happens to kids. And yeah, that was I can't express how much that one got to me. Zankyu no Terra is Terra in Resonance. Oh, that's right, because when I looked it up, Tristan, thank you. I forgot about that. When I looked it up, when I wikied it, that's what it said. Yes, my bad. I forgot. Well, big surprise. It was a long time ago. It was yesterday. I can't be expected to remember. Hey, Danzo. Have you watched HxH? Code Geass is a nice one, too. Yeah, Code Geass gets a lot of support, Danzo. HxH? What's that? That name just when you say Kiss Sis, I immediately think that it's an anime from Alabama. It's like bing 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 bing. HxH. HxH is a Japanese seinen. Did I say that right? Seinen manga written and illustrated by Bo Ditama. Began serialization. Okay, that ran out of gas. Let me see it here. Kita Sumino is a third-year Japanese middle school student living with his father, stepmother, and older twin stepsisters, Ako and Riko. Since the remarriage of their parents at childhood, the siblings have always been affectionately close and supportive of one another. Nowadays, the trio sees their opposites in a noticeably less platonic fashion. Ako and Riko frequently flirt and lust after Kita, while much to his stress, he fights the urge to give in to them. Yahoo! Hello. Okay, now I get where the title came from. No, that's the first I've heard of that one, Donzo. Just looking that up now, that's the first I've heard of it. That sounds like the family that stays together or plays together. A review style steers on Overlord. That's one might work since it's almost completely about the main character and his development. Cool. And you know what I'm hoping, Maz? It might just give us, it's a nice short series. It might give us an idea of how much everybody likes doing it that way. Because, again, for those of you who didn't hear, one of the reasons I'm careful about that now is my network, they're always sending me details on whatever they learn to be YouTube's preferences just for channel health and so on and so forth. And they encourage everybody that if you have one type of video that gets like substantially less views than your other videos, to reconsider or put them on a separate channel or something, because apparently now the YouTube algorithm dings you the entire channel hard for that, which makes no sense to me. Because why do they care if now, like when we're playing the last game we were playing, and again another title went right out of my head, Corpse Party. Now, granted, that I completely get that a lot of people weren't into watching that, and I understand it. But we had a small little core group that did like it. So why the fuck does YouTube feel the need to punish a channel because one series isn't as popular as another? So now I gotta kind of watch. I mean, the Naruto videos will always be the most popular. But if they're getting 25,000, 30,000 views, and something else is getting 8 or 9, that's fine. But those others were only getting like 2. So then, according to the network and what they've determined, that really hurts your channel. So it's like, you can't fucking win sometimes. Hey, Drew. Made in Abyss. Newest show. Only a few good reactions on YouTube. It's fantasy mystery. 8 out of 6 out of 10 on IMDb. That's pretty good on IMDb. I don't usually watch new anime, but this is pretty amazing. God damn, now you guys got me another one I'm interested in here. 13 episodes. This broke my wallet. I'm sorry, Drew. He said this broke my wallet. It makes me feel bad. Made in Abyss. I gotta write this someplace where it's gonna stand out to me. Made in Abyss. 13 episodes. I'll have to look that up too. And then too, there's always a chance, on occasion we get these anime where it seems like and it's rare, it seems like the creators are cool with reaction videos. That makes it real easy, because then any of those we would do as regular reaction videos rather than the review ones. But it's always hard to find those. Yay, incest anime. Pretty much that one was, Mas. As I was reading the synopsis, I was like, the hair on the back of my neck. Well, I do have some on the back of my neck. The hair on the back of my neck was standing up a little. It's like, oh, wait, where are we going with this? You didn't even see half of the Robin story. Oh, I'm sure, Jack Queen. I'm sure there's a lot more to it. And that's what I mean. And I say that in admiration for one piece of storytelling, that with that little context, how much that hurt. I mean, it did. It was hard. It hurt to watch. And her eyes, especially as a child, her eyes were just so big and expressionful, and she's hugging her mom while that scumbag's pointing a gun to her head. It's like, fuck that. Grouch your hair for me, Curtis-san. Tristan says, a while back, I had gone longer than I usually do in between shaving it, and I told my wife, I think I'd mentioned to you guys, this was several months ago though, I had mentioned, you know what, I should let it grow out a little just to see what's there. I mean, I know it'll grow in. I only have one bald spot right here in the back. Part of that's because it's all scarred up there, but another part is it just stopped growing. But other than that, it grows in everywhere it used to. I'm just curious how gray it is and everything. But I'll tell you, I start growing it in, and it gets to that really itchy point of the growth, and I turn into a pussy, and I'm like, no, I can't do it. And I grab out the razor, and that's it. Blue Exorcist and Arslan Senki are some other shorts. You know what we need to do? I'm just thinking this because I'm trying to make all my notes. Yeah, Spaz Kid. Dude, you handle a lot of this stuff for me. Would there be a place on our Discord where you guys could make a section where people could just go in with anime recommendations and synopses? So that, like, let's use this for an example. So King Sinbad could go in and say Blue Exorcist. Well, I'm just making it up. Obviously, 16 episodes about a kid who grows up in a land far, far away. Blah blah blah. Would we be able to do something like that?
Yeah.
You guys, what do you guys think of that? That'd be a good idea. I mean, not that I'll stop because I like making my own notes, so I have something to reference. I could get Spaz Kid and Sodersa or Edge. I'm sure some. Sodersa, yeah, Edge and Sodersa would set that up for us. Does that sound like a good idea? That would be a good place to put it, especially now that I'm on Discord more often. FMAB is cool with reactions. Wink, wink. Now, are they? You seen? I've heard that I got to look it up and find out for sure. If they're good with reactions, absolutely. If I knew for a fact they were good with reactions, I would probably go ahead and commit to that being next after Shippuden. If I knew for a fact that was true. Because it's fascinating. Just because we have things like this, you know, what's your favorite anime, and it got mentioned more than any of them. Yeah, that would be good now. I just thought of that. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll ask the gang. They're way better at setting up shit on Discord than I am. But Rax, don't let me forget that, would you please?
Yeah, I get you.
Or will you even ask Sodersa and Edge for me? Just
let me see if those bitches are on.
He's looking for them right now. Just tell him, just a section where people can go, and just for that.
He's on it right now.
If they would, just put in there that it's only for that.
Only for recommendations.
Yeah, only because I don't. There's plenty of other places on our Discord to talk about anime, but if we have this section just for recommendations, it's easier for me to get through than following a whole conversation. Yeah, he's gonna talk to the mods over there right now. That would be awesome. Brother E says, good, a feminist joke. How many feminists does it take?
He's watching the stream right now.
Oh, is he? Who is Soder or Edge?
Yeah, Soder.
Soder? Thanks, Soder. How many feminists does it take to change a light bulb? Don't be stupid, as feminists can't change anything. Oh, goddamn. I was going to say I won't. I got to try and remember that one. That's a good one. Don't be stupid. Either with, you could, that could either be feminist or social justice warrior. Either way it would work. Sorry, Megan. Oh, don't be sorry, Soda Moose. I enjoy this. There's a series set to air July 2018 called Banana Fish. It's pretty much about drugs, gang violence, and the Cold War. Wikipedia explains it better. Banana Fish? The title's hilarious. See, Cold War stuff would be cool to me because I lived through the Cold War.
Your administration might be starting an uprising.
Is he giving me shit?
He says we already have a channel called Anime Show General. He said, but now he wants one for recommendations. He said, now I need to monitor another where people just start spamming the N-word.
Why, we've been getting a lot of that lately?
Apparently someone yesterday was just saying...
you said Soder's watching.
Yeah.
Well, Soder's watching the stream, and I'm turning to Braxton to tell Soder things. Soder, I'll be in Discord a lot more going forward, so I'll help you too, I promise. That part of the moderation, I understand how to do, so if I see people spamming and stuff, I'll help you guys with that while I'm in there. I like how I'm telling you to tell him when he's sitting here watching us. The main story of Banana Fish consists of 6 parts, published across 19 volumes. The mystery of Banana Fish, Ash's counterattack during the Vietnam War in 1973. Days frenzy. What are you laughing about?
Soder is spouting about you now, saying, yeah, he better goddamn be in here.
Soder's going to spank me. If he does, I'll record it for you guys. Yeah, Banana Fish sounds cool. And it's right from my era, too, Soda Moose. Yeah, so any of you guys, all these, even like Banana Fish, if you guys are part of the Discord or even, have time to go into the Discord,
yes,
go put them in that new section for me. That'll be a lot easier. I mean, I'm going to keep my notes because they're like my lifeline, but that'd be a great reference for me, an easy place to go and find stuff. And just give it a little description. If you think of it, just mention how many episodes it has. If you know where it is, you can put that in, it's on Netflix, it's on whatever. A little bit, it's about the story. Want to hear a joke? I have crippling depression. Oh, Toker! No, that makes me sad. I got to sit down and that makes me sad. When you guys and I get those messages a lot, private messages and stuff, because I lived through it all. When people are dealing with depression or just basically dealing with life in general and how it can be the drizzling shit sometimes. I just wish there was something I could say, something I could do that makes it better. I really do, because I honestly can sympathize. I've been there. I've told you guys I've been home, and I don't say this to be witty. It's true. I've been homeless and I've been hopeless in my earlier years. So if nothing else, I completely sympathize. Tristan says, "Oh shit! The Fate franchise. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody mentioned that. Fate Zero, Fate Unlimited, Blade Works, about real historic figures being brought back to life to fight over a holy grail. Fuck, Curtis, best animation to date. Tristan, that's right. I'm surprised that didn't come up yet. You're right, because in the past, when we talked about favorites, again, it was never the topic itself, but we talked about it. The fates come up all the time. And yes, I like that idea. Just the concept of the real historic figures being brought back to life. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm with you. I'm surprised it went that long without people mentioning it.
Perfect.
Brother Chris, why not use Twitch to live react to shows? Twitch is much more easygoing with those videos. Well, brother, again, it's for me that stuff. If I'm not reacting to something because of copyright, I don't want to do it elsewhere. That's kind of a big deal to me. Again, copyright respect is a big deal to me. As long as I can do something where I feel comfortable in the way I read fair use and copyright, that I'm doing things the right way, I'm good with it. If not, I have no desire to broadcast it anywhere, to be honest with you. I know it's probably a big time nerdism, but that's like a really big thing to me. I'm just not comfortable with violating somebody's copyright. Mafasi, heading out. See you later. Hopefully I can catch a future streams. I enjoyed having you, pal. Thank you for stopping in with us. Maybe we'll have to try and do this more often. I'll try and see if I can mix the times up a little bit here or there, just so, because with everybody on a different time zone throughout the world, it makes it open up to more people. This has been a lot of fun. Well, thank you, Vegeta. That's very nice of you to say. But thanks for hanging in with us, Mafasi. Yeah, and I hope to see you again in here. This is the ultimate. These live streams have become I've said it over and over, the ultimate for me. That was my goal when I started YouTube, was I wanted to build, and I said that to Spaz Kid, I said it to you guys who were here from the start. I wanted to build a community where everybody's just hanging out and having fun together. At that time, it was to play video games, but whatever it is, I just wanted to have a community where everybody had a place to hang out and all get together and, I was going to say act stupid, but for me, I'm not acting. So, be stupid together.
Hey.
What?
Is this suggestions only for you or just in general of which people should watch?
Probably doesn't matter. Just general suggestions.
Just general suggestions.
Yeah, it can be, because I'm going to go in and just research, that's where I'm going to get ideas from on things to watch. Right. But yeah, it doesn't have to be directed just at me.
Okay. He's making it locked as of right now until
you... Oh, sure. No, that's fine. That's fine. And you guys just remind me, and as it's unlocked and stuff during the streams, I'll keep reminding people.
All right.
Holy shit, the Fate series is easily my top 5. Yeah, King Sinbad, I'm really surprised. Like Tristan said, I'm surprised it took that long for us to remember that one, because it always gets mentioned. Kijo's canceled? Sir Kako? Huh, why would... that doesn't even say... Why would you cancel titties like that? Who could do such a thing? Who broke the news to the titties that they were canceled? Heartless bastards. Let's see. What's your Discord again? Alpha Wolf, it should be right in the jeez, I'm blanking out all day today. Right in the description of this video, it should... Hold on. It should be down in there. Hopefully that... I've had problems in the past, not recently though, with the Discord, sometimes with the non-expiring links expiring, but here it is. This one should be a good link right here, guys. But anytime, if you forget it or you want to go in the Discord later, it should be in the description of all our videos. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. The Titty Police. It is down there. Okay. I just want to make sure it was in for you guys. Fortnite, best anime. Spaz Kid was pissed yesterday, Johnny. He was trying to play Fortnite, and there was some sort of issue with the servers or something. He was over there cursing a freaking blue streak. Why don't you guys for a year like be more about your chest future? Oh, I'm sorry. You scrolled off as I was reading. FB Tube. Well, I'm glad you've been with us. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I say, I love having these streams have opened up a whole new world for me of YouTube. I just get so into it now. Speaking of titties, Ranma, one half is fun for a girly anime.
Oh.
Let me put that down too, Mas. Oh, well, actually, well, no, I don't want to take a chance on missing it in there. I'm going to write it down too. You said, look at that. Now, I just set something up so, to make sure I wouldn't miss anything, but as soon as Mas said titties, I was like, what? I better write that down too.
I'm being cyberbullied.
You're being cyberbullied?
They're
You probably
cyberbullying
deserved
me
it.
because I won't play their stupid ass game with them.
You probably deserved it.
I mean, I probably did.
Don't pretend like you didn't deserve this good cyberbullying. All right, got that one. Beelzebub. Did we watch a clip of that or something, Licks? Boy, that sounded familiar. Beelzebub. I mean, obviously sounds familiar as Satan, but I think we might have even seen a clip of that. That just seemed that sounded familiar as soon as you said it. Sotomu says Perfect Blue is another good anime movie in the thriller horror genre. Kind of graphic but good. If you like Black Swan, check out Perfect Blue. Wow. Oh yeah, and with me, as far as genres, it's funny. I like anybody else. I think I shouldn't even say genres that I prefer. I think I've had genres where I found more movies, stories, whatever, that have really affected me or struck me. But I'll watch any genre of entertainment as long as it's good.
All right.
It's I'll watch anything at all. I'll watch a historical. I'll watch a comedy. I'll watch a drama. Anything at all, with horror or thriller, if it's good. How to piss off Curtis? Pluck his hair.
Right,
No, what pisses Curtis off is the hair growing. Even at my age, it still grows in so goddamn fast. And that's why I have a shaved head. Is I hated how thick my hair used to be. So I started shaving it over 20 years ago, and I liked it, and it worked well for the wrestling gimmick, so I kept it. But that's how it got started. Is my hair so goddamn thick? High School of the Dead, anime titties and zombies. Yes, King Sinbad. I've seen some clips of that. Now I think that would be a really fun one if the review video idea takes off, because then we could talk about it, and I could be careful about what scenes I use to illustrate rather than having to constantly blur or edit or what have you. Yeah, that would probably be a really good one, because I have seen clips of that, and yeah, it would take very little persuasion to get me to watch that. Director of Black Swan copied Perfect Blue. Really, Tristan? Wow. That's kind of cool, especially with, holy shit, because didn't Black Swan end up winning the Oscar and everything? I know it was nominated for pretty much everything. Hunter x Hunter's the best of all time. It's everything Naruto wanted to be, but better, Eric says. My girlfriend has the same problem, that's why I shaved her head, Alex. Yu Yu Hakusho, yep, that one I got right at the top of the list here, Jason. That is one that I don't want to make promises because I haven't researched it thoroughly, but that is one I might be able to do as regular reactions with the video in the corner and everything. But I got to look into it more. Attack on Titan. Yep, we had mentioned that one, saying Pride, and again, I love Slap on Titan. So one of the cool things about the abridged are you get to know the characters anyway, even if the story doesn't follow, obviously it doesn't follow right down the line. But just like it did with Dragon Ball, it's a cool introduction to the characters, and I really like the characters in Slap. He bought the rights to Perfect Blue, copied verbatim. Oh, I didn't know that, Tristan. Oh, so it wasn't like somebody who was just actually impressed with the storytelling. He actually bought the rights out. Really? I had no idea about that. It's always, I don't know, that always seems odd then when, is it just me? I mean, you win all those awards and everything for something that was, you can't say plagiarism because he owned it legally, but something that wasn't even your original idea, that's kind of odd. Ranma is about a dude that transforms into a chick when she comes into contact with cold water. Dude's legit gender fluid. Yeah, come in contact with water, that would make it completely gender fluid. Also, plenty of nude titties. Yep. Power to the titties. Yes, I'm all about that. That's pretty funny. I like that. I like that storyline. Yeah, I got to do too. I was just thinking that you guys have seen behind me where we've put everything up. Now in front of me here, I use this wall for family stuff. I got to try and remember to do a quick room tour video. I just wanted to show you guys what I did with the room here, because I know you've seen it how it was, and I kind of want to see what I want you guys to see what I set up there. It's basically all pictures of our Disney trips. Yeah, but he copied it and was ripped for it. As well he should be though, Tris. I mean, my personal opinion, if you're gonna fawn over somebody's creation and just hand them hardware for best picture left and right.
All right. right.
It should have at least been
in general.
It should have been original in some manner. I kind of get that. James says, so Curtis, are you going to watch the Boruto show? It's about Naruto's and everyone's kids after you finish up with them. Not on the channel, James. I don't, even though it's covered by the same fair use laws, I'm just not as comfortable watching a series in that manner that's currently airing. Because one of the things I think, because I genuinely, honestly believe this, I think us watching Shippuden the way they do, I think most of you guys would agree, can do nothing but help the Naruto franchise. Because, let's face it, I don't think there's a single one of you that watches those videos with me that hasn't already seen the series. All it can do is reinvigorate interest. And I don't think that's as true when a series is out there currently. I'd be afraid of people saying, you know what, I'll just wait for Curtis to catch up and we'll watch it along with him so we can all see it for the first time together. And I wouldn't be comfortable with that. So that's basically why I stay away from anything that's currently running.
Oh my god, I hate my life.
Attack on Titan is fucking epic, and you can watch it like Naruto. Yeah, I'll tell you, Joe, if I can determine, and this is where having that Discord section set up will help me a lot. If I can determine for sure that I can go ahead and watch them that way, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, I would do Attack on Titan, or as somebody mentioned, FMAB. If I can do them that way, 100%, I would enjoy doing those. The villain in Perfect Blue will give you nightmares. Really, Alex? That good, huh?
Let's go, baby.
God, I had no idea about that whole Perfect Blue Black Swan thing.
Yeah, that's true.
But I get them getting grief over that. It's one thing, again, you want to buy the rights and remake the story under a different name. Okay, that's your thing. But then to have the whole world hail it as a masterpiece, it's like, it's a rehash that somebody... I don't get that. Gurren Lagann is a great show with 20-plus episodes. I'm surprised that took... Who Knows Who Cares said that. I'm surprised that one... a little surprised, I should say, took that long to come up, because that always gets mentioned, too, when we have these conversations. I've only seen a couple clips of that one, though. I haven't seen as much as I have some of the others. Anything by Satoshi Kon. I've seen that name before, Soda Moose. I know that name is very familiar to me. Let me see. Japanese film director, animator, screenwriter, and manga artist.
I also want to be one of the most
I just want to see some
on here, so Eileen, get on
early life, early career. Well, come on, where's this? Directing,
Alex, it's fine.
Filmography. There we go. Oh, JoJo! Holy shit! He was a director of JoJo, Rujin Z, Tokyo Godfathers, Dreaming Machine.
Oh, God.
Here's his mangas. Other literary works. Wow, guy's got a hell of a resume. A lot of those, for me to know a lot of the names, because again, my anime knowledge is nothing compared to you guys. So for me to recognize a lot of those names, you put out some really good stuff, or some really well received stuff, I should say.
John, join
so you forgot to put on live chat? Oh, it's easy to do, Big Green. That's such a pain in the ass than making it top chat by default. I don't get that at all. Alex says, fuck my little horny butt. Oh my, the stream just took a turn.
You're on mine.
Well, hold on just a second, guys. Spaz Kid.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you want to head up there? Maybe we can get back for some of the Discord party later?
I don't know. We're about to start a 5v5 match.
Well, do you want to head up? Do you want to not go today? We can go Sunday instead or something if you want.
If that's all right.
Yeah, it's okay with me. Then we'll be here. Now, for those of you who... Now, what section is that in? The NSFW section,
NSFW Lube.
4 o'clock?
Yeah.
All right. Now, for those of you who didn't hear...
I think so.
Now, this is not for everybody, by all means. And I want to put that out there right away.
Alex, actually...
But later in the Discord, the gang is doing an NSFW... In our NSFW, not safe for work, lewd section. They're having some sort of contest or something for the...
Wait, we have a spy?
Would that be most awesome? Not safe for work, lewd pictures. If you want to come in for it, you're more than welcome. I'm going to try and be there myself. Perfect. It's 4 p.m. my time, which is it's about 4 hours from now, wherever you are. So if you want to come in, but again, guys, it's real over the top pervy stuff, so I completely, if that's not something you're into, I completely understand. Satoshi directed Perfect Blue. He passed away alleged. Oh, I didn't even see that. I didn't read far enough down. Oh, that he was gone, Tristan. I didn't even know he had passed. It's funny how something like that, without even knowing it still kind of makes you sad to know. I suggest Bleach. A lot of sword fighting and action, plus many of the characters have Tsunade-sized moves. I've seen that. It's pretty decent length, too. Now, it's funny, James, we were just talking about that one earlier. The Bleach clips I've seen, that's been my initial reaction to all of them. The fight scenes are freaking insane. They're incredible.
No.
The thing that always surprised me is how many people are anti-Bleach. I mean, and again, I don't let that stop me from watching. I don't mean to suggest that. It's funny when you get that so many people love it and so many people are like, nah. But again, the common complaint is that it ran out of gas. It was for that and Fairy Tail that they ran out of gas. But yeah, the fight scenes are insane. I've watched a bunch of them during live streams. They're crazy good. Bleach is good for one arc. Yeah, that's Alex. That's pretty much what people tell me. Hentai contest, fuck yeah. But that's why I just wanted to, I want to make it really clear that it's really raunchy stuff. So I know that's not for everybody. So I just wanted to let you guys know we were doing it though.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. But I don't like, anybody going into something like that and get blindsided by just exactly how pervy it is.
All right, I believe in you, Matt.
I feel like I've been through a divorce, but I kept my car, truck, the motorcycles, and cats. I'm in so much pain, just can't get numb enough. So,
all right, I'll go mid then.
Toker, that's tough, pal. The only, and again, I hesitate to say it because it's so goddamn overused, but it's true. Can you guys even hear me?
I actually don't know like two of the people on the enemy team.
Let's just sit and watch them.
What?
You're louder than me. We're just going to watch you.
Oh, sorry.
No, Toker. I mean, again, way overused. But, dude, things do get better. I promise you. I swear to you, they do get better. They do pick up. Jacqueline says, you should see our Discord. Emerald perverts? What's going on in there? Over the top pervy? Sounds like Curtis's taste. Indeed, Joe. Indeed. And it's funny, though. You say that, and that's true. And that's why I try and be so careful to mention to other people that, it's going to be raunchy. Because to me, it's just like, oh, raunchy. It's just like, yeah, it's Friday. Yay. But to other people, it's like, what'd you tell me to come in here for? I'm going to have to go to the Discord after this and see what the hell's going on in there. You don't want to know, Curtis? That bad, huh? I know, Gone. What the hell? It sounds like Toker's... I think Toker's been having just same things I think we all go through at some point. Some serious downers as far as relationship status, put it that way. I don't want to speak for Toker. I mean, he'll share with us whatever he wants to, but it makes me feel bad. I've been through it, so I know how you guys feel, and you just want to be able to. When any of you come to me with stories like that or just feeling like that, I want to be able to somehow like reach through and be able to lift people up, and I don't know how to do that. When you model your whole life, plan your whole life with them, and now you're left with everything but feel like nothing. Yeah, Toker, I mean, for whatever little tiny bit it's worth, I know exactly what you mean. My first marriage ended when I had 2 small children and everything, and you had seen your life going one certain way, and then it's like, oh well, somebody comes to you and says, oh well, I'm done with this, I want to go on and do something else now. It's like, oh, that's cool. In my case, worked out wildly for the best. And that's what I hope for you as well. Because, I mean, now my wife and I have been together for a long time. My current wife, adore her, love her to death. I mean, so much better relationship than I was in. That's what allowed Spaz Kid to be brought into my life. And I still have a relationship with my children from prior marriage. But my ex being gone is the best thing that ever happened to me. It genuinely is. My life would be, I think this all the time, such a shittier place had we not gotten divorced. For real. Let's see. Fuck, I can't super chat. I sent you an invite to our server. You should join. Sent me an invite. Where, though? Where's the invite, though? On what form of social media? Soldier says, tell the new idiots that join the Discord to actually talk. Half of them join to just have an acting like a vegetable contest. Well, wait a second, Soda. Before we throw stones at that, I might be able to win an acting like a vegetable contest.
Leaning against. Is it the last?
I'm an eggplant. Are eggplants eggplants are vegetables?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Everybody, when you go into the Discord, talk, interact with everybody. But if I do want to be notified if there's an acting like an eggplant contest officially, because I think I win. Any advice for a shy 22-year-old? Being shy isn't a bad thing, Alex. Whatever character traits any of us have as individuals, whether you're extroverted, introverted, anything along those lines, none of it's bad, except the only time, and I won't even use the word, it's never bad. If you feel uncomfortable, if you feel like you're too shy, then for you, and not for anybody else, but for you, if you feel like you're too shy,
what are you talking about?
Start dipping your toes into some uncomfortable situations. I mean, don't run out to your local comedy club and jump up and on stage to do stand-up in front of people.
God.
Small steps. Whatever things socially that you're a little uncomfortable with, give them a try. But basically, if we have anything about us that we're not 100% comfortable with, unfortunately, the only way to overcome them is to face them.
Come on.
But, again, baby steps. Seriously, because people tend to go too overboard. It's like, again, you know, well, I'm shy and I don't like that about me. I want to come out of my shell a little. Again, you know, don't go running onto a stage somewhere. Just go into social situations where maybe you're not so comfortable. Hey, and again, whatever, and to any of you, whatever your preference is in relationships, whether you like guys, you like girls, whatever. If you feel like you're too shy,
because it's
force yourself here or there to just, you don't even have to ask somebody up. Strike up a conversation. Just strike up a conversation. Once you do it a few times, you start seeing how easy it is. Let's see.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Toker says, I moved away from my mom's and moved to an apartment in her hometown. She lives around the block at her G-Paz again. Bought a house, now she leaves. Oh, man. Oh, man, Toker. My friend, that's the thing I can tell you that I hope helps at least a little bit is, again, I had something extremely similar happen, and it turned out, and I mean this sincerely, and I'm sure it doesn't seem like that to you, but it turned out to be the best thing that ever happened for me. I'm sorry I'm pretty out there right now. Don't be sorry. And just reaching out for anything to lean on. I've told you a while your content is relaxing. Spaz kid.
Okay, Jesus, come.
You got something to say, bro? No, go ahead. What are you saying to us, bro? Huh? You got something to say? Right in the goddamn ear. There you go, Toker. That should have made you feel better. Talk shit to... Oh, stop.
That hurt.
Good.
Someone send help.
But yeah, someone send help. But again, Toker, the same could end up being true for you. You know, you got to just kind of look forward to the next day, and then the next day, and the next day, and eventually something hits, something strikes in a certain way that's like, oh, okay, you know, what happened to me did suck, but maybe there's something even cooler out there, because that's how it ended up unfolding for me. I mean, it ended up, again, I can't overstate that. It ended up being the best thing ever. Ever thought about suicide, but not like Eric Cartman. Oh, freaking Eric Cartman. Yeah, Eric Cartman is one of my all-time favorite characters, period, of anything, anywhere. But yeah, not a good role model. I'm with you. First genuine LOL. Well, I'm glad, Toker. If that's all it took, I'll be glad to shoot his ass up. I'll bring a 22 in for you if it'll make no. I just said I'll bring a 22 in, and had to go ahead and say that on Google YouTube because they're not social justice warriors or anything. So, some mod is watching the stream going right now. Did he say 22? What the fuck? Making notes. Pornhub. King Sinbad. Father assaults son with huge loaded gun. Oh shit! I got to admit, Sinbad, on my daily, hourly trips to Pornhub, I think I might actually be afraid to put that one into a search. that might be my limit. I might not be able to do that. Have I ever had to deal with depression?
All right, I'm gonna myself. You won't hear
sure. We all do, Alex. To a certain degree, have I had to deal with a depression like what has been described to me by many of you guys, no. I mean, it would be unfair. You know, I could lie to you and say, yeah, and I got over it by doing this. But no, what would be considered classically a clinical depression, I haven't. But again, that's just because everybody's made up differently. And I've been depressed. Don't get me wrong. And I've had stages of or bouts of depression that lasted days. But what you guys have described to me is in a whole new realm, and that's why I so wish there was a way I could reach out there and make it better for you. But I've been depressed. But for me, what brings me out of it is again, it goes back to, I think, the fact that you guys know I laugh so easy and love laughing. I just have that outlook on things. That's how I'm wired. But beyond that is when I'm depressed, I just go looking for something to distract me. Everybody has something they enjoy. For me, sometimes it's just I go in and I watch Disney World videos on YouTube. Because you know how much my family and we all love Disney World. So I go watch, like, I'll do a, say, Epcot walkthrough. And I just watch somebody walk through Epcot, and it starts bringing me back around. That's how I deal with it. I know that's not going to work for everybody, but who knows? You give it a try. Maybe it'll help bring you around. But whatever it is that's a positive for you, try and dip your toes into it. Assault Nerf guns need to be banned now. Oh Lord, that's true, Toker. That'll be next. And YouTube will be holding me up as the poster boy for that. And they probably just captured that whole thing, and it'll be on CNN. Of course, that would probably work out well because you guys know me. I would only be a non-apologist. I'd be like, I'll fucking shoot you next, right to Susan. Fap. Oh, you guys. Let me see now. Tracker says, NYC shit weather made me regret going to college. Oh, we're getting smacked up here, Tracker. We're in upstate New York, for any of you who don't know. And this freaking snow today is so goddamn heavy. It's just wreaking havoc on everything. NYC weather. Yeah, this northeast weather will do that too, Tracker. I get you. It makes you regret everything. Soda Moose. So, okay, so I found out the banana fish. Oh, excuse me, guys. Oh, hold on, it's my wife. I'll get right back to you. I don't know what she's asking. I'll tell her that Spaz Kid decided we aren't going out. I apologize, guys. Especially in the bad weather and stuff, I like to keep in touch with her in case she needs anything. I know, you guys tune in. It's like, we didn't tune in the live stream to watch your big, stupid, fat sausage fingers tap on your phone. I apologize, guys. So I found out the Banana Fish anime is set in modern day. Oh, so no Cold War plot like in the manga. Oh, now I'm surprised because having read the start of the Oh, well, maybe what I was reading on Wiki was referencing the manga because it said it started right in at the Vietnam War. Okay, still recommend it. Also, a Banana Fish gets dark. Talk of child abuse and sexual assault and such. Just FYI, that stuff doesn't bother me at all in my forms of entertainment because the way I look at it, even though I find that stuff reprehensible, it exists. So for entertainment to ignore it would just make it even more ominous, I believe. So yeah, that stuff doesn't bother me being in there. Oh, well, thank you, my love. If I made you a little happier at all, I am honestly honored. I really am. One Piece is a great anime and big boobs. Yeah, I'm on board there. Well, I've said that. We were just talking about that yesterday. For me, One Piece has the best roster entirety. In other words, if you go through all the characters, has the best roster entirety of boobies of any of the anime that I'm comfortably familiar with. Now I know like there's a lot in Fairy Tail, but Fairy Tail I don't know as much about. So by that I mean, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, the ones I have a decent little bit of knowledge about. One Piece, Of course, there's not a lot of boobies,
Yo,
boobies in One Punch Man. But the ones that I'm familiar with, that core of boobies, especially because Nami, as soon as I saw Nami the first time, I was like, oh. Ah. Nacho says, "What's beaten, bloody, and limp? My dick. I'll see myself out." No, Nacho. This is one of the few places you could say that, and there's no need to see yourself out because you're among comrades, my friend. Mine's beaten, bloody, and limp, even when I don't touch it. It's just had it.
We gotta kill him.
Let's see. Amen. It's snowing here where I'm at. First time since 2009. Really, Sonic?
It was.
What the hell is going on? Wow, what the hell is going on this year? Jacob's back. Sorry, I've been gone. I got arrested, but I'm still super. Oh no, did you? Poor Jacob Howell. For those of you who don't know, Jacob's a regular with us. Been with us for a long time. He's on a record-setting pace. He's had a couple months straight of being high every day but one. He was straight the one day he came in, but apparently he got arrested recently. Was the arrest in any way related to the being high? I'm just, I'm going to go out there and say there's a good chance. If any problem can be solved, Mr. Deadpool says, if you throw enough money, food, sex at it. You know, it's funny, and we say that jokingly, but there's something to be said for that in a certain, in the respect that
this is why
the idea or the notion of comfort food is a legit thing. I mean, no, I don't encourage anybody to become a huge fat ass like me or something, but yeah, whatever it is that it is to me, for me anyway, when you are feeling depressed, when you are feeling down, it's those little pieces of things that you enjoy. And if it's a piece of pie, whether it's blueberry or whatever pie, if that's what makes you feel a little better and it's accessible, absolutely. It's all a step towards feeling better. Don says, you like One Punch Man, you love My Hero Academia. First season, 13 episodes about superheroes. Yeah, we've seen little bits and pieces of that one, Don, and there's no doubt in my mind that I would like that one. There's no question. Just from the little bits and pieces I saw of it, there's no doubt I would like that. Ever consider doing an anime-only clips reaction live stream? Maybe get a feel for different types you'd be want to watch in the future. Well, actually, King Sinbad, the live streams we do opposite of these, they don't go up to the channel though because of bullshit copyright claims we had in the past. The streams we do when we're not in anime chat are like reaction video streams, and that's what everybody does. They suggest different things to watch, and that's how I've learned about a lot of the anime that I have any knowledge on, like Hunter x Hunter, One Piece. The only reason I know about them and have gotten so interested in them, Hajime no Ippo, is because of those live streams. So if you can, again, I know everybody's schedule is different. If you can hit us up on one of those streams, come on in and watch with us. I mean, we don't restrict them to just anime, but what would you say, gang? Typically, the requests are probably probably 65-70% anime. That's how I've learned about them, because otherwise I would know nothing except basically Naruto, Dragon Ball, and One Punch Man. But that's how I've learned, and that's what's really picked up my, not just my love of these individual series, but my enjoyment of anime overall. Is just having watched all these little clips. Tokyo Ghoul. We watched a bunch of clips of those on streams for a while, and then it kind of waned a little bit. We haven't seen as many, but yes, to be perfectly honest with you, at first it was like, okay, maybe it's just me being too easy to please, because every anime that you guys have shown to me looks good. I can't remember one yet where I went, yeah, that's stupid, I don't want to watch that. But then I got thinking it might not be just that I'm easy to please. It's just that you guys know your anime, so you're only recommending things to me that are good. One Piece after time skip gave every chick a double D. Yeah. Well, I've seen that because I've seen pre-time skip and post-time skip, and while both can be impressive at times, yeah, post-time skip. Hunter x Hunter is my favorite anime, though. You know what really got me? Well, I liked about Hunter x Hunter was the first, or one of the very first clips I saw of it Killua just went and kicked some ass. And there was just something about that scene that immediately made you feel comfortable with the storytelling. You're just like, yep, this is going to be fun. And that's what got me into Hunter x Hunter. And then it was much later I learned that Gon is actually the main character. But I saw Killua kicking some ass, and I was like, yeah, this is for me. This is fun. The best anime is Future Diary or Bobo 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 Bobo. Charlie, that was that Bobo 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 was. We were talking about that in, gosh, what was it, last week or so? In Intensity, with great interest. That was really, the clips I saw were really quirky, cool too. Future Diary, I've heard that one, but I don't think I've seen anything of that one. Oh, sadly, I always join those in the final 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll try King Sinbad. And I know I've said this before, and I will try, guys, especially after today having to come on early. I'll try and reconfigure my schedule sometimes and bounce the times around a little bit. Because I forget, it is difficult because we're worldwide in here, so everybody's on a different time frame. Yeah, just all of it. I was just about to mention that YouTube hadn't been fucking with us today, and now it's on the server end. It's the supply server that's lagging. But you know what, guys? I'm going to head out anyway because I really want to watch. I want to do the. I want to get all my shit done so I can go into that NSFW contest later on our Discord. I'm gonna go out. I've got the snow is piled up again because it's snowing like a motherfucker here. So I got to go out and clean all the snow. That's gonna take me a good hour. Grab something to eat, and I want to be able to be back up here for that that NSFW contest. So guys, this stream has been so much fun. Let me grab these last right, comments. Fair point. Canon and Clannad are good anime. I'm sure you like what Clannad. Nacho just really started getting mentioned to me within the last week, and ever since it got mentioned, everybody's been saying yes, you got to see Clannad. So that one of the newer recommendations, the ones that have been more recently recommended to me, that one is piqued my interest the most just because the outpouring of everybody saying, yeah, you've got to see that one. It's awesome. And Charlie says, actually, the best anime is Cory in the House. Well, you know what I think it is, Charlie? I think nobody mentioned it just because it was obvious. It was just like, everybody knows that. It's just like you don't mention the sky is blue because we all know. But yes, you're 100% right, without a doubt. Clannad's an oldie but a goodie. That's what everybody's telling me, Sir Kako, is that it's old, but it's awesome. Same with Cowboy Bebop, that it's older, but you got to see it. See, but that could still be pronounced either way. Elusive, is it Clannad? Clannad? I assume that's what you meant, Clannad? In any event, yeah, that one's got my interest peaked with what everybody said about it. But guys, this has been a great. I love doing these streams, and we made it through without the power going off. That's for anybody just joining. That's why we did another anime chat, because I was afraid to do a reaction video stream because I thought for sure we were going to have 30 or 40 videos lined up and the power was going to go off because it was doing it all morning with this heavy ass snow. So now I got to go clean it up, and then I got to go see what the hell's going on in the Discord with M and with the contest later. Katawa Shujo. Play it, people. It's free and deserves the attention. Yes, I'll keep running that thing till the day I die. I tell you, Maz, when you were talking about it yesterday, it looks cool as hell. And again, but Maz makes a good point. It's free. What the fuck? Give it. Free is my favorite price. It doesn't hurt anything to give it a try. I would definitely, again, still pushing for that where I can start making more time in my day. I got a couple ideas. If I do, you guys will see me around more gaming, and you guys are going to see me a lot more in the Discord as well. So, guys, thank you for this stream. This was a lot of fun. This always is fun. And Toker, I hope you're feeling better, pal. And all of you, I just hope you have nothing but the best for the rest of the day. And of course, I'll be back tomorrow. Pomfu. Oh, and there's going to be plenty of Pomfu later in the Discord. We're going to get arrested, aren't we? Oh, what the hell? Well, we'll all go with smiles and boners. So what can be better, going to jail with a smile and a boner? So given that, we'll bang flashily as fuck. Okay?